All right.
Yeah,
So how was y'all's Bengal elimination weekend?
it shouldn't have happened.
That's beside the point.
That's not what he asked you.
Oh,
That
it doesn't matter to me. My teams, I ain't even watch half of the playoffs. I watch. The funny thing is, I watched enough of it to see the terrible. It's just football. It was like you got built up for like disappointment all the way across the board in some capacity, in my
How'd you
opinion.
figure that?
Okay, so the Bengal game comes down to two people acting a fool.
That's not
The Packer game comes down to Aaron Rodgers.
the Redskins making the Packers back into the Packers. Yeah,
Hold on.
right.
It shouldn't have happened. That's beside the point.
Well,
he's doing playback.
Nah, no, that thing was jacking me up. But nah, I'm just saying the Packers. Yeah, I thought Kirk Cousins and boys might pull off and win, and then wind up getting blown out wherever they go. Okay, they lost. I mean, I get it. But
Yeah.
do we really think the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl? No. So who
No.
cares?
Well, I mean, keep in mind, there was some extenuating circumstances in that game that none of us could have foreseen.
right.
Like
Like
Drake
what?
palling up with Kirk Cousins. I mean,
That was it right there.
that was
That
it.
just
I mean, once I saw that, I had to reverse my pick. I just,
We'll do it.
yeah. I
that's why
mean,
that's why I said the Toronto Raptors will never win the NBA title as long as Drake claims Canada. Um, but it's and then you have what the Texans.
well, we knew that was going to happen.
No, we didn't know Brian Hoyer was going to become Cleveland Brian Hoyer. We did not know that. That man he will never work again.
But I'm saying,
I mean,
man, he was
Okay,
Cleveland. He was
wait.
Cleveland Brian
He'll work
Hoyer when
again
he was
somewhere.
running through the rest of the sorry
no,
AFC
the
South.
last time somebody threw that many interceptions in a playoff game was Jake Delhomme, and he's never worked again.
He threw 6.
He threw
And
six.
this man threw 4 and had a fumble.
Jake Delhomme threw 6, and I think he had a fumble.
Yeah.
And
No, no,
I'm saying
no.
Brian Hoyer.
There's still hope for Brian Hoyer.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
the only reason he didn't throw 6 is because he didn't have enough time to get back on the field to throw 6.
The Chiefs set him the ball.
Lenise, that was terrible.
I didn't
He
say
made
it was a good performance. That's not what you heard me say. I said, because we've seen lots of terrible performances before, and quarterbacks have come back and lived to play another game. And you're like, yo, whatever, what happened? And actually, Jake Delhomme did play again after he threw 6 interceptions. He went to Cleveland.
Playing for
That's
Cleveland
correct.
is equal to playing again?
It's like retirement, but he's getting a paycheck.
He collected a paycheck. He suited up
Do
for
we
a
know that?
National Football League.
Do we know he got a check?
Yes,
I think we get at least
Because
one.
remember, they replaced the picture of LeBron with Jake Delhomme
I
on
don't
the side
know.
of the building because that was the same year as the decision.
I think he
And,
might have just.
and
I
to be
think he might have
honest,
just said, "I'll pay for free just to get out there again." But anyway,
well, I
that's
mean,
my
just the
opinion.
fact that they replaced LeBron's picture with Jake Delhomme, that almost counts as anyway. Anyway, nothing happened in that Texans game that nobody thought was going to happen. I mean,
Oh no,
we
no,
we
no,
knew
no.
they
We
weren't
knew
no
that, but I
good.
didn't think the Texans were gonna just lay down and just. I
Why?
mean, I thought they would do
Why?
something.
Why? Because they beat the Colts and the Jaguars and the
No, but
Titans.
the Chiefs beat the Chargers 9 times, so it don't really matter.
I'm
They've
just
I
beat them
mean,
nine
saying.
times. They've only beat them twice.
I'm just saying.
Lenise, I'm about to throw a rock at you through the screen. That's what I'm about to
Hey,
do.
man, look. Here's my thing.
Stop being politically correct and roll with the jokes.
The Chiefs won 10 in a row because y'all have been trying to. People tell me I gotta appreciate and respect the schedule that the Carolina Panthers played. So you gotta appreciate and respect the schedule that the Chiefs played. If I gotta respect the Panthers nonsense, you gotta respect the Chiefs nonsense. That's all I'm saying.
But the Panthers did beat 5 playoff teams in the last 10 games, so it's not like they didn't play anybody.
Right.
It's not their fault. The Chiefs, I'm not taking anything away from the Chiefs. I actually think the Chiefs are going to be a tough out. I just
Well, so
didn't
you sure?
think.
Because it sounded like you were taking everything away from the Chiefs. Let me just
No,
say.
I think the Chiefs, as a matter of fact, who they play next?
They got New England.
New England.
As a matter of fact,
Ooh.
go ahead and put me down.
You taking the Chiefs?
I'll at least take the points right now. If I was a bet man, I
Yeah,
think
I'll
the
take the
points is
points.
only. I think the points is only 3.
Points. That doesn't make them winners.
Well,
Points.
the only
makes me a
thing about
winner
that
from
is, yeah. I mean, that's fair enough, but the thing is, yeah.
Do you think the Chiefs got a shot?
I do.
What I was
Yeah.
about to say, what team, other team that I don't think the Patriots wanted to see the Chiefs, honestly.
I don't think they wanted the Chiefs or the Steelers.
They
I think
wanted
the Patriots wanted that Karate Kid Part 3 kind of thing where they just wanted to defend their championship in the Super Bowl.
they just wanted to go to the end.
Yeah,
They
they
just
just
wanted
wanted
to
to go
jump
straight
to
to
the
the
end. Is
end.
that what that was? Okay.
Yeah. No, I
Nah, the
mean,
Chiefs is going to be a tough.
it
Like
wasn't
I
even.
said, the Chiefs are going to be a tough out because they play on it's an unorthodox style of game they play, and they play good defense. Like, I mean, what else you need? What else do you need? There's a lot of teams that play good defense this weekend, and just had a kicker miss their field goals. I mean, that's all.
I mean, well, you know.
How about the offense could have helped out the kicker and scored a touchdown, and then you wouldn't have.
Look, I get all of that and the offense and all of that.
He got him to 9 points to keep
Yeah.
to have him with the lead. I mean,
And he
he
should have
did
got him
his
12.
job.
He should have got him. No, he did not. Stop it.
He did his job.
Y'all are going to stop that. He did his job. He didn't do his job. He was asked to make a 27-yard field goal and he missed. Him and the holder, because I'm not just blaming him. I'm blaming the damn holder. Wow.
Well, because the holder didn't get the laces where they were supposed to.
I was about to say the holder pulled off a Ace Ventura.
But there were lots of people in Minnesota not doing their job. Adrian Peterson
fumbled.
yards.
His job is not to fumble.
Anytime
Right.
you lose, it's a team loss.
And he only got 43. He only got 43 yards. So I'm just saying, there were lots of people in Minnesota not doing their jobs. The kicker wasn't the only one. The holder sucked because he messed up.
Nobody's saying the kicker.
Twice.
Everybody keep missing the point. I'm not saying that nobody else didn't do their job. They didn't. But when you're asked to do your job, does it excuse you to miss a 27-yard field goal because they didn't Peterson fumble? Ask Vinatieri. Does it excuse you for that? No.
I'm not Adam Vinatieri. I am Blair Walsh, who, by the way, is like the most accurate kicker in the league over the past 3 years. And well, you know, it happens. It happens. It was cold outside, and he probably couldn't feel his toes at the point that he needed to make a 27-yard field goal.
Everybody think I'm bypassing. The game was lost when Adrian Peterson fumbled, because if they keep the ball at that point, they probably score a field goal at that point that he probably makes, and they probably win the game. But it didn't happen that way. But they still had a chance to win. And the dude had the laces, and the dude did an Ace Ventura. If you notice in everything I said, I didn't say the kicker was at fault. I said the holder and the kicker.
You just strongly insinuated the holder and the kicker were at fault.
No, you know what? I'm trying to make the point. I'm trying to say is I'm saying the kicker was sabotaged by the holder.
Okay, that's the
He was
official
sabotaged by the holder.
The kicker was sabotaged by the holder. The official statement.
Okay.
Did you not see three times he didn't get the laces turned? I'm like, what are they teaching?
But you know what though, and not to really pound on Blair Walsh because I'm not even really into all that. But I played 3 years of high school football on an all-black team, which means that we had an all-state kicker. No, but in all these years of high school, I've seen kickers hammer out an 8-inch field goal hitting the laces.
Understood.
I just like to say that. Yeah,
Understood.
I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
Keep your head up,
No, keep your head. I mean, he getting paid. He fine. Like Tori said, give me $2 million to miss a 27-yarder. I take it every time.
Every time.
The hell with the Powerball.
But the people threatening him.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Y'all are on team.
But I mean that was going to happen.
Season now.
There's people probably threatening Adam Pac-Man. Well, they probably shouldn't because he's a nut. But they probably got people threatening to do this.
Ain't nobody feeling perfect.
They got people threatening everybody. Every time somebody loses a game, somebody threatens somebody. It's social media. It's easy for people to threaten people through social media. Back in the day, you had to actually know where somebody lived and actually write a letter or knock on the door. Mm-hmm. And cats ain't doing that no more because they hide behind their Twitter. They hide behind their Twitter. So I'll never condone anything like that. But I did laugh when I saw that Madden clip with that picture, that freeze frame with a kicker kicking to the left. That was
funny.
I don't know. The funniest one I saw was the Tecmo Bowl. That was the funniest one I saw.
Yeah, that one was good too. That was good too. Don't get me
And
wrong. Now the internet and the comedy factor of the internet is still high. The no chill factor that I enjoy. However, the idiots out there threatening the man, that's too much. It's not necessary. It's just a game.
Yeah, just
so
post some
was it
names.
so was it
It's
cold or
not
do
like
we?
it's spades. It's not
So
spades. It's just a
Let's just
game.
go. Let's just go crying Jordan. Let's go crying Cincinnati Bengal woman.
Oh,
oh,
I mean, we
y'all
don't have to threaten nobody. Just put up a bunch of
boy.
pictures of crying Cincinnati Bengal woman.
look. Well, I'm gonna get. I mean,
Bless her heart.
was it cold or is Seattle in trouble?
It was cold.
I don't know.
Cause they play who next?
Carolina.
They're Carolina next.
Oh,
So it might
yeah.
not have mattered. So
Carolina
it might not have mattered.
gotta beat the big boy on the mat on the block.
1 o'clock Saturday, Sunday. 1 o'clock Sunday. 1 o'clock Sunday, I think.
I can't. I'm not betting against Carolina. I just can't do it. They keep doing stuff that I just don't think they can do.
So you taking Seattle? So you're taking Carolina?
He's taking the points on Seattle.
No,
Taking the points on Seattle?
I don't want the point. I'm
Seattle
taking
picking
Carolina
Carolina?
straight up. If I got to put my
Oh,
money
okay.
down, I'll take Carolina straight up on that one. It's gonna be a close game though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a very close game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I think it was cold outside, and I also think that in the fourth quarter, in the playoffs, whatever, Seattle is ridiculous. But I also think that the fact that it was cold and they hadn't scored not 1 point and came back to win by 1 point, it was that whole digging deep championship pedigree thing where it's
No.
now or never we can
Digging
dig
a
deep.
Mississippi.
Digging deep. They were digging deep against Minnesota. That's what they was digging.
So what? But okay,
Teddy
but
Bridgewater.
A team they beat by 50 2 weeks before or something like that. What was it?
I don't know.
How bad they beat them dudes a few weeks
Dug
back?
deep against the Colts and the Eagles. So what? My point is,
They
still
have to. What I'm saying is,
think
you using dig deep. You didn't have
Seattle's a
to.
tough out.
No, but I'm saying, but you didn't have to say dig deep. All you do is say they just kept playing. That would have been better.
They didn't
You
stop.
like dig deep like it was
Whatever,
like
fine.
Like it was Creed or something.
Like-
Well, I haven't seen Creed, so I don't know. But
oh, that's a good movie. By the way,
because in the fourth quarter, when it's well below -6 degrees, because it was -6 degrees,
prayer.
it's well below negative
prayer.
6 degrees.
Yeah.
Most teams are rolling that up and like, how fast can we get the clock to zero? We
I already. Hey, you gonna write it down? I already got it.
I already got it
Where's it at? In the cloud.
in the cloud. Deep.
You gotta see that movie, bro.
Yeah.
Just for the pure principle of
It's got everything.
just seeing the Rockies. You just gotta.
It's got everything.
It's got everything in that, man. But all right. Well, that's Seattle. I mean, I guess I put it. I told one of my boys, actually one of my mentors here. He's a diehard Carolina fan, season tickets from the beginning. He's had his season tickets for all years, and he I told him, I said it's not gonna feel good if you don't beat Seattle. I said y'all gotta have them. I was like, if y'all would have went to the Super Bowl and happened to make it to the Super Bowl without playing Seattle, it just wouldn't feel the same. It's like when the Colts went. I was like, the Colts have to beat the Patriots. It's just not gonna feel the same. You gotta beat them.
Somehow I feel like the guys on the team getting their first Super Bowl ring, we're not going to let that affect them. That would have been okay. Just my guess.
I think I would have to agree with Lenise.
You know exactly what the hell. Both of y'all go to hell. Both of y'all know what I'm saying.
I said I know.
Never even played in the
Both
Super
of
Bowl.
y'all.
If I go to the Super Bowl and I take the easy road and don't have to play Seattle and I'm a Panther fan and we win,
A bunch of
And how
them
many teams have we blasted saying, yeah, that was Super Bowl. Yeah, you don't care, but we sit here right here on this panel and blast teams for not having to go through the teams that usually beat them.
Yeah, but we never put ourselves in their perspective.
right? And
That's my point.
Perspective, like.
Oh, you gonna put y'all in your perspective?
The fans,
No.
the fans at the parade.
Didn't do it then. I'm not gonna do it now.
The players.
You just did talk about. I
the
think I'd be
parade,
okay if I didn't have to play the Panthers. You know
Okay,
exactly what
okay.
I'm saying.
All right.
They whipped their ass the last 2 years, and they know that nobody. If they beat the Panthers, if they beat the daggone Seahawks, nobody's gonna say anything
They
about
beat
whatever.
them already this year.
Yeah,
They
that's
beat them
my
already this
point.
year.
But they ain't beat them in the playoffs.
Let's say
That's
that's
the point.
They have not beat them in the. They have not.
The Dolphins beat the Patriots every damn years. We just can't even make the playoffs to pay the Patriots. Who cares?
So you're saying the Dolphins would like to be where the Bengals are at?
No, we don't. We don't want to be. I told you, I'd rather go 1-15 than to keep going 8-8 or first round in the playoff loss. That's
They ain't going 8-8.
Yeah, they're not going 8-8. They winning a lot.
They win the division, lose in the first round.
1-7.
anyway. It ain't
It's a
gonna matter,
holiday,
Marvin
man.
Lewis. Y'all talking about you want to put yourself into perspective. Marvin Lewis ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
don't know where
fire him.
everybody think fired.
That shit said now. I wouldn't fire him.
For what? Just get rid of the stupid players.
You could
Get
do
rid of
that.
dumb players.
I'm with that.
I mean, you can do that. That's a choice.
But I mean, when they lost last year, it wasn't because of stupid players.
Yeah.
No, it's because the players playing. I mean, difference.
Guys get hurt. The point is, there's always going to be something.
Who
with that
got
team.
hurt? They got hurt.
AJ
Last year,
Green was
AJ
hurt.
Green was
Jeremy
there.
Hill was hurt. The tight
Jeremy
end was
Hill
hurt.
Yeah, the tight end was
And the
hurt.
year
They had
before
a
that,
running back.
what was the reason before that? And what was the reason before that? And what was the reason before that? And
You
what was the
cut me
reason before
off
that?
when I said there's always going to be something with those guys.
Yeah, there's always going to be something
There's
with
going to
them.
be the flu.
However,
It's going to be pig flu. It's going to be stomach poisoning. It's going to be something.
Doesn't matter. Who cares? They're not going to win.
They're not going to win.
I just thought they would at least get to the next round.
When?
It is what it is.
When did you think that was going to happen?
like I said, when Andy Dalton went down, I was like, that's a darn shame.
They could have won that game, guys. Stop acting like they got blown out.
I didn't say that.
I mean, damn, they could have actually won that game.
All I said
The
was,
Steelers did not impress me at all.
all I said was they were going to lose. I didn't say they would get blowed out. I didn't say they got blowed out. I said they're going to lose.
I picked the Steelers. I didn't say they were going to
picked
get
the
blown
Steelers.
out. And they didn't
And
get
I
blown out.
said,
You were the only one that took
okay,
the
guys.
It's Bengal elimination.
I took the Bengals, yes, because I thought they were a better. I still think they're a better football team than the
That's got nothing to
Pittsburgh
do
Steelers. They
with
just
it.
lost.
That's got nothing to do with it. It's the Bengals.
Okay.
They do Bengal things.
Okay.
They do bungle things even.
If that's the same theory, you would say that in Carolina's going to do Carolina things because they've lost every time. It happens. Sometimes the norm doesn't happen.
I hadn't gotten that far
We
yet.
never thought John Elway would win a title until all of a sudden he got around it. I mean, it happens. You may win some, you may lose some. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and act like they could. It's like they were never in the game.
I didn't say that.
Neither one of us said that. We just said they lost.
I said we said we knew they were going to lose some way, somehow. And then we said in the future.
When y'all sat there at that game, y'all telling me right then at the end of that game, y'all knew right before he hit Antonio Brown in the head.
I had a strong feeling.
Previn, you had a strong feeling, really.
You know me.
Here's the
If that's the case, tell me the lottery numbers right now so we can all be happy.
I didn't have that. No, we talking about the Bengals.
There's some things you just know.
Why was I sitting here last week referring in advance as this should be a national holiday?
I typed my Facebook status, and I even posted it in the Double S group. I was like, well, look at here. Marvin Lewis is going to finally win the playoff game. And then I was like, oops, wait, fumble. And then I said, well, okay, I guess not. That's what I was thinking at that very moment, because I was like, they're actually going to pull it off. And then there was the fumble. And I said, well, okay, I guess they're not going to pull it off. Because at that point, I was like, it's a fumble, and now something is going to happen, and it's all going to unravel. Did I know the dude was going to take the cheap shot and try to decapitate Antonio Brown? No. Had no idea. Did I know that Jerry
something Bengal was going to happen?
And inside Pac-Man Adam Jones? Absolutely not. But after the fumble, I was like, this is over because the Bengals are going to do something Bengal-esque. And Pittsburgh is going to figure it out.
It's just...
It's what they do.
Yeah. And like I said, last week I'm sitting there saying we should rename the wild card weekend Bengal Elimination Weekend because it's going to happen. Doesn't matter whether it should happen.
No. Don't need that, yeah.
Takes place.
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Bengals to win too.
They are who they are. I always say you are who you are until you aren't anymore. The Bengals are the team that can.
I was rooting. I wanted them to win, but I was just like,
no, that's not true. Because technically speaking, they have not only played the wild card, they have had a bye, and then they lost in the bye. It is what it is.
My bad. So they're just a team that can't win a playoff game.
When was that one? I missed that one.
They had a couple. They had two. They had
In the
one year. They was the second seed.
Marvin Lewis era.
I thought
No, I
the
was in
year
the
that Chad John. Remember the year they had the year that Carson Palmer got hurt. They were weren't they the division winners? They
yeah, but
lost
I
to
think
the
they were still
Steelers in the
playing in the
second
wild
round,
card
didn't
game.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
they were
think
still
they
playing
were
in the wild
division
card game.
winners, but I didn't think they had a bye week. I still thought they were in the wild card because that's how they ended up with the Steelers.
Yeah, they've won the division
they?
like
Okay.
3 times out of the 7.
Yeah, I do believe that's how
They've
that went.
they've lost. Okay.
They've lost
But don't,
7
don't
straight.
quote me on that. We could be wrong. I'm just saying. I
Nah,
think
it's all good. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I watched the game. They had a shot to win. They
They
blew it.
definitely had a shot, but
But that's my point. I'm not going to
that's all
sit
they
here and
had.
pretend I'm not going to sit here and pretend. The only game I saw this weekend, I knew what the outcome was going to be when I started watching it was the Texans and the Chiefs. I knew that. But the other games,
that was
I had no
bad.
idea. I was
So when
guessing,
you saw the
regardless of
picture
the
of
result.
Drake in the Redskins uniform, you didn't know.
No, dude. I had look. When you ride a guy, when you have a guy on your team for fantasy football all year, and he does nothing against certain teams, what thing all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers was going to figure it out against the Redskins, and the Redskins been smoking mirrors for the last 6 weeks.
Well, one,
I'm not betting
fantasy
against
football
that.
season's over. 2,
Yeah, that don't mean the player stopped playing. He's still there.
oh, if anything, knowing the fortunes of fantasy football, you can almost bet on that as a certainty. The guy was a dog all year long. The instant your fantasy season is over, he turns back into a Hall of Famer. That's like my life.
Right, right. And I've seen that happen a couple times before when I see
Yeah. So
Aaron
you
Rodgers
throw in,
on
so
the
you
10.
throw in the fantasy factor in like a teaspoon of
Me
Drake.
personally, if
Yeah,
I didn't have Aaron Rodgers on my team, I would not have. I would not have thought. Maybe he get it together. I didn't think he was gonna get it together like that
I didn't either. And
on the
again,
road. Have you
right, right
seen
up
this
until
No,
man's
he's
about
stats on the
not.
road this
Well,
year?
okay,
about
even though
10:15 in the
he's
morning till I saw the picture of
bad, he's
Drake.
still a top 5 quarterback. And I didn't think he was going to play horrible. I was like, he's Aaron Rodgers. It's the playoffs.
I didn't think he was gonna
Team,
play horrible, but he's not playing horrible and still lost. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I
Y'all
was
like y'all are Nostradamus or something. Pick the lottery numbers, y'all.
if
No, y'all
Drake
did
did,
not
if
know Aaron
look, if
Rodgers
I
was gonna
saw, I'll
play
tell you
that
what, if I
well.
saw a picture of Drake holding a lotto card, I'm not playing that night.
shut up, Brad. Stop it with the Drake thing. Although that's amusing.
It's more certain than bingo elimination.
He is bad luck.
Now who the Packers got next week?
I'm with you. I don't think they're going to win this week. It's
Who they
The
play?
Packers this week they have who do they have?
They got Arizona, right?
They got Arizona.
Yeah, they got Arizona. That's
Yeah.
it.
So that should be it.
Really?
Well, should be.
It should be because I'm
I
taking
mean, I could be
Arizona.
wrong. I could have been wrong about bingo elimination week, but I wasn't.
I'm taking Arizona. And
Mm.
that one.
I mean, I won't
I'm
break
not,
them no tears
now,
if
I don't think
Packers beat
Arizona will
Arizona.
beat
I
them
promise
like
you, I
they
won't.
beat them earlier this year, but I'm still taking Arizona.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Who were you taking in that game?
I don't even know. I think the Cardinals decided to not really play hard the last couple of weeks. It may come out to bite them. They may not be folk. They may not be
Well, it's only the
in
last
rhythm.
game that they pulled their starters.
Well,
The
they
next
played
game.
well. They played okay the next to the last game, but they, like I said before, I'm sorry. Again, I can tell by the way that the quarterbacks play that they weren't really trying. Like they won the game, the one before Seattle, but I don't know if that was just by default. Who they play? They played somebody bad. They just beat them. I forgot who it was. The Giants or somebody. I forgot who it was. But I think
Was it the Packers?
I think the Honey Badgers going down.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he's
going. I
talking
mean,
about Arizona.
It
They
was the
lost.
Packers.
It was the Packers. That was the last thing. No,
it was
they
week 16.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they donkey stomped the Packers that week.
Yeah, they curb
But my
stomped the
point
Packers.
is, I don't even think they played hard to beat them. That's why I think they may win this week because they didn't even have their best. They lost two defensive players that week, and they still dominated them. They lost two of their best. One of their best players. They got him back. They lost to Honey Badger.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
I was like, that might be. That might.
You don't get better from that, yeah.
No, you don't get better from that.
No.
But they may still. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough one because, like I said, I didn't expect Aaron Rodgers and the boys to do what they did in Washington. They may go up. They may go up in Arizona, and
I mean, it could happen.
they may figure it out.
It's hard to beat this team twice in the season, but I'm still going to take the Cardinals. But I don't think they'll be one and done this week.
Yeah.
I
But
don't.
yeah, I'm definitely taking Carolina. I think they're going. I don't really see I don't see a reason. In the past, when their defense let teams score, and somehow, somewhere, they're scoring points. I don't get it. And they keep scoring points. And I'm still trying to figure out why everybody trying to dog Tay again. All he did, yeah, he might have dropped a lot of catches over the middle, but he caught a lot of damn touchdowns.
They just keep throwing to him, and he eventually pulls one in.
The closer to the goal line he gets, the better his hands get. That's what it looked like to me. The better his hands got. He had the 50-yard line. He had the 50-yard line drop.
I mean, we dog Ted Ginn based on his history, mostly pre-Panther.
Yeah.
And it's funny, but yeah. I mean, if you think about this though, if you go and look at all these stats about who drops the most passes, if you go in the top 5 drop passes, it's always like all pros, Terrell Owens, Larry Fitzgerald, Charles Wright. So it's, you throw enough at them, they will drop some, but you keep throwing at them, they will score touchdowns. I don't know if that makes Ted Ginn an all-pro, but the numbers bear out. You keep throwing at him, he will pull one down, and he will score a touchdown.
Quiet as kept, Cam Newton is doing his best version. And I'm not saying as in they're the same quarterback, but if you think about it, he's doing his best version of what Tom Brady did in his early Super Bowl years. He's making guys.
Well, his early Super Bowl years, they were a running team. Yeah.
They're a running team. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm saying Cam is throwing the guys.
Like John Elway.
John Elway had guys that had names behind them. Maybe they weren't all. A couple of them guys that actually did make an all-pro team. I'm saying Cam's throwing the people that.
But do you think other teams
was
that much better than Ted Ginn?
Is what?
Can you say that Ricky Natia was that much better than Ted Ginn?
I think a lot of players in the '80s were better than some of these paycheck stealing cats out here now. But I almost got to cuss again, and y'all know where I'm coming from now because these cats out here now just want to check, and I don't blame them, but that's all they want. They don't want to be great. But what I'm saying is for a bunch of guys that were number 2s on other teams. You know what I'm saying? The only one he had technically was his own one, and he gave away a 1A, that was coming, down his career, Steve Smith. So he's throwing to a bunch of 2s, Cotry and guys, and he's making these dudes look good because he's throwing the hell out of the dang ball. So, and when he runs with the best of them. So it is what it is. He's gonna be a handful. So we'll see. The question is Marshawn Lynch going to play? He's done collecting his check.
Hey, he's just here so he don't get fined.
I think Marshawn plays this week. I think they purposely didn't take him to Minnesota because it was so cold and they were hedging their bets that we were going to be in Carolina. I think he plays this week.
Yeah. Didn't the other running back get nicked up? Didn't the other running back get nicked up a little bit?
Michael?
I thought he got nicked up.
Probably got banged up. I think
whatever
he finished
Michael was
out.
their third running back because the guy that actually was Marshawn Lynch's backup,
Rawls,
yeah, he tore up his knee like week 10.
I think he tore up everything.
It was last couple of weeks. Yeah, and then the dude that backed him up, he got nicked up this weekend.
Yeah, I think that's why they didn't take Marshawn Lynch because when it's that cold, chances are, if you're not 100%, you're going to be injured again, and so they just saved him, kept him on the shelf. That's my guess. I could be wrong. He might not play this weekend, but my guess is
he's chilling out in a greenhouse somewhere.
Well,
so is Antonio Brown going to play?
So he didn't get cold.
If he does, then you'll know that Pac-Man Jones was right.
No, he won't.
There's no if that hit was what I thought it was, what I saw with my own eyes.
He shouldn't play for the
He
rest
does
of this
not play
year.
this week.
Yeah,
He shouldn't play next
If
year.
that hit
well,
was what it
first of
looked like,
all,
he should play for the rest of
dude
this
is
year.
like he was faking
He
the
should just
injury.
sit. He should just sit
How
down in
do
a
you
chair.
fake? How do you fake being asleep before you hit the turf? Dude was clearly unconscious before he hit the ground.
He said he
So
winked at him.
I was like, he was faking. Why are you serious, sir? After Pac-Man Jones, go play in heavy traffic in front of the stadium.
If he plays this week, Pac-Man was right.
Shut up, talking
Adam
about.
Pac-Man Jones he better hope he got
And
a
talking
job.
about, and he's issued the statement that if he doesn't play this weekend, he'll apologize for saying he was faking his
He
Who
injury.
okay.
cares?
My bad. He
Oh,
wasn't
sir,
faking. He ain't
sir,
winking me.
nobody cares. Stop it, okay? Stop it.
Who cares?
He is
Nah,
so,
he wasn't faking.
oh, so useless. He's terrible. Absolutely terrible. That man was asleep on the field, and you talking about he was faking the injury.
He said he winked at him.
Did he
I
actually say?
know.
I didn't even listen to the whole thing, but he
I
said he
know.
winked.
I know the
He winked at him.
Broncos are very, very, very happy that the Bengals acted a fool at the end of that game and hit that man. We don't wish nothing bad. We don't wish. Look, thoughts and prayers. We don't wish anything bad on arguably the best receiver in the league. But
But the Broncos,
You know what? Let me take that tag off. I'm giving it to him. He's the best receiver in the league right now. But shoo, he hit that dude clean too. And when they jumped up talking about and a penalty and I was like when I saw that I didn't even have to see the replay. I was like he popped him straight in the head.
he did. I was like, well, that is the complete definition of hitting a defenseless receiver. The ball was like 10 yards down the field somewhere. And
I don't care about the defenseless part of it. He hit that man clean. That man got hit. That ball could have been. It would not have. That ball could have hit him in his hands, and he was not catching that. After that,
I've only seen two worse, and one was last year.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I've only seen two worse. Well, no, no, because actually he didn't hit him in the head. He didn't. Sanders didn't get hit in the head because I remember when I was watching that game. The first thing I started,
he sure fell out like he did when he got hit in the neck,
no,
and it went up to the head.
His head hit the turf. He didn't get hit in the head though, but his head hit the turf.
He probably would have wished he got hit in the head.
Okay.
So he could be out before his head hit the turf.
Man, but yeah, he was out. There's no two ways about it.
Antonio Brown was done.
Don Beebe got knocked out in that Steelers when Don Beebe got knocked out on Monday night, and his arm was still up.
You talking about Rod Wilson?
I don't remember who got him, but it was.
You talking about Rod on Monday Night Football on the sideline?
It was Rod or who was the safety they had that was pretty good.
Rod went through that dude when Rodman had BB's uniform on. That's how he hit him.
When he had the arm, he was laying on his back.
Boy, and he was at a Steelers uniform on, and when he came on the sideline, he had a BB jersey on his shoulder. He hit the hell out of that boy that night. And the reason I remember that because I was working at the post office, and somebody had the game on in the break room, and the whole post office was late the next day because the whole post office
Gary
stopped.
Jones.
It was like, what?
It was Gary Jones.
Oh, I know Whitson got him one time too on the sideline.
No, here it is.
Because I realized Whitson could hit. Remember when Whitson switched to safety? We were just like, oh, okay, so most guys switch to safety, and then we didn't realize how hard Whitson could hit until he switched to safety. I was like, oh my god. What are you looking at, bro?
I'm looking at Gary Jones knock out Don Beebe. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh Lord.
You being selfish. Anyway.
Not you being selfish. You were crazy.
I don't even want to talk about it, but I fell asleep and then woke up and they was interviewing Nick Saban. First of all, they got to put these games on earlier.
That's what I thought too.
People got to go to work, man.
This 8:30 stuff is like killing me.
Well,
I know they was out in Arizona.
Monday Night Football.
But the games are faster. We don't have Sierra and all this other
Yeah, you
popping
ain't got a
circumstance
40-minute
going
pregame. You ain't
on.
got a Monday Night Football.
They
You ain't
even
got a
time
30-minute halftime.
the Super Bowl shows down. They even say, hey, you got X amount of minutes. Get it done. Get it done. Get her done.
Well, they didn't need Sierra at all
They
because she
just
was terrible. She was on the struggle
I,
bus trying to
I
hit
actually
those
missed
notes.
oh,
it
I didn't
because
even
I didn't see it.
I missed
All
all.
I saw was
I didn't even
kickoff.
watch.
I sat down
I
and
didn't
saw
even see
kickoff. That
kickoff.
was it.
I saw 14-7, and then I saw Alabama get the ball back, score, and I watched a little bit, walked out of the room, came back. Next thing you know, Alabama, and I was like, what happened? Rewind back, saw it. I was like, okay. Then Clemson came back and tied it. That's okay. All right, Clemson, all right.
Yeah, it was actually
And
It was
then
a
they
very good
stopped.
game.
Oh, that kid from Clemson is
Watson.
Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
the man.
Well, I mean, I thought you could have been talking about that defensive end that wore out that right tackle all night long.
Clemson got the bottom line.
Yeah, they very well could have won that game. It was
Well, bottom line, if you tell me right now that the slight difference in the game was that offside. I mean, because
no in
Clemson
special
is
teams in general
Yeah,
was the difference.
yeah.
special teams because the onside kick and then the 95-yard.
The touchdown return.
Yeah.
But
So
you know what though? I'm gonna
they
say this
had
though.
struggled all season with their special teams. Though.
Yeah,
Well, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna
Clemson
say
could have gone into the lead. It was basically a 10-point swing between the missed field goal and the interception. Clemson could have gone in at halftime up 17-7.
But I'm gonna give Lane Kiffin some credit because he did exploit another weakness of theirs for some reason. I don't understand what kind of defensive scheme they were playing to
They
not
had
pay
trouble
attention.
lining up. They lined up wrong exactly like 5 times and 3 of them for touchdowns.
But two of them to the tight end.
2 of them to the tight end and the
Yeah,
Derrick
because they had
Henry long run.
their
Somebody didn't line up right there either.
their starting cornerback, who I'm assuming apparently was also the guy that communicated on the field with the defense.
I don't know about that.
Secondary.
They just
But he
they
got
got caught
hurt.
3
He
times.
had that rookie back there, and there was a
Well, he
whole
didn't play
lot.
too bad. Yeah, the guy that
It's
came
not
in for
hard
him
to
didn't
see
play
the
too
guy
bad.
running right at you. He's about to run by you, run with him. No, you just let
And
him
you know
go.
what they did?
Yeah, they were terrible at that.
They
Okay,
did the
here's a guy
same
coming
thing,
at you. He's coming at you. Run with him. Run with him. Let him run by
and they
you. Then
did
you
the
let him run
same
by him
thing I
again.
seen the Bears do week in and week
Lucky.
out. You got him? Nope, me neither.
Hey, you can't get on the Bears. The Bears are better than the Dolphins this year.
Oh god.
Didn't the Dolphins beat the Bears?
That don't mean they better. Didn't the Dolphins beat the Patriots?
Wait a minute, what was the Dolphins' front record?
Who cares?
I'm asking. What was the record?
Stop saying that.
I guarantee you the Bears had better stats. So we can do this all night. We can do this all night.
I don't know if
The
they had
Dolphins
better
were not that
stats.
good.
Crab,
That's
he's
all
better
good.
Dolphins fan.
All of our teams finished, I think, with the same record, maybe 1 or 2 games off. Except for Cleveland, never mind. All of our teams finished 1 game off.
The Jets, they were better than 6-10. Dolphins
That's
team, they were.
the Eagles finished what 7-9?
6-10.
No, I
Pretty
finished
sure it was
7-9.
6-10. No,
This is
pretty sure it
bad.
was 6-10.
Don't
For
get us
real?
started. We have it back down to 2.
Pretty sure it was 6-10.
I don't feel like looking it up. Somebody chat in and tell us.
Yeah.
I know the Dolphins were 6-10
I mean, I can look at it, but I was pretty sure we
because
were
I can pretty much
6-10.
tell you the games we won. We beat the Texans 5 times
Mhm.
and the Patriots.
Mhm.
So I guess that Texans win wasn't a bad win at this point.
Well, you're so silly.
I'm saying we beat it and we shut out the Texans. That's the problem. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, Brian Hoyer wasn't quarterback.
I was about to say, I don't know why more teams didn't shut out the Texans.
Yeah, they weren't that good. They only had. Yeah.
I mean, the Colts worked hard to make the Texans look good. The Jaguars
The
did
Colts.
Jaguar things.
Can we talk about that 4-year extension? Did we talk about that with Pagano? What? Why?
We talked about that last week, I thought. Maybe.
I don't think we did because I didn't get a chance to ask
Yeah,
one.
we did. We said last year, like we said last week, keeping Pagano made sense if they hadn't kept Rigson.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
We did say that last
Sorry,
week.
Pete, you were right. We were 7-9.
I thought y'all at least got to 7 before y'all lost the last 2. 'Cause I thought y'all were 7-7 and y'all lost the last 2.
Yeah, who cares? We suck.
See?
We were terrible. Y'all were 6-10.
Bears are 6-10.
We were 7-9. I'd have been
And
okay
the
for
fact,
them now. I mean, because how y'all gonna start playing at the end of the season like a
but it's funny.
legitimate football team and mess up my draft status, bastard?
But it's
So,
funny. Hope prayer, because y'all still got your head coach. We lost ours. Got one of your coaches.
Yeah, you got the guy that made the difference.
Yeah. So and then
Y'all were 3-5 at home.
The
We were one
Eagles
and
got rid of their coach. The Browns got rid of their coach.
mm-hmm.
y'all were
49ers.
3-5 at home.
And the Jets. I mean,
That's
We were
how
one
we
and
were
look.
seven at
5
home.
at home.
We ain't talked about the Jets and your boy, but yeah, I know he ain't gonna get fired in the first year, but
Why not? They're doing it all over the league.
he got to get it together.
They do it in Cleveland all the time.
He giving the brothers a bad rap, man. He giving Hugh Jackson them boys. They gonna be hesitant to hire them boys. He got to get it together next
I
year
mean,
with the
what the
Jets.
Jets weren't bad.
The Jets were not bad, but you got to win that game. You got to win that game. You have to win that game.
You don't have to.
It's only a big
Obviously,
deal
you don't.
because they were in position to make the playoffs, which nobody thought they were going to be in position to make.
Yeah.
Don't start that daggone swan sign crap. They should have made it.
They should have, but they didn't.
But they
And
did.
they
Okay,
didn't
people
surprise
act like
anybody.
playing a division rival doesn't mean anything. Even if the division rival is mad, Bama's get up for that. And just like at the end of the
Exactly.
game, and just like at the end of the game, though, but just so you can't be like they should have absolutely positively no question beat Buffalo, because
I didn't
don't
say.
think Buffalo was like we're not going
Is
anywhere.
this
But
is
the
this
Jets are going to the
misunderstand
playoffs on
Pete
our
Knight or
watch.
something? This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is once you're in position to win, you gotta make the plays to win. Why get all the way to the end and fold your tent? That's all I'm saying. You don't get all the way and have two plays to make to win that game and you lose. Of course Rex Ryan is gonna get up for that game. Of course Buffalo is gonna try to put him out. But when you get to the
Buffalo
point where you can win the game, you play like that in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying. Of course, it happens.
So you
I'm
were
just
expecting them to not be the Jets.
forget it. Y'all just being
He
asses
would
tonight.
expect a
Forget
different
it.
team. He would
Forget it.
expect a different team this
Forget
year.
it. Forget it. Forget it.
He wanted the Jets to be better than the Jets.
No, I'm sitting there watching the game and I'm sitting there
I think
thinking
we
to
wanted the
myself,
Jets. I think as a television watching entity, somewhere in our hearts wanted the Jets to not be the Jets. But when they did wind up being the Jets, they're like, yeah, you got to win that game, but this is what they do.
And I think he'll get them, right in the ship because again they were much further than most people thought they were going to be.
some
So
people
I think
had
he did
them
a good
making the
job.
playoffs. Y'all act like there were no critics that picked them to make the playoffs.
That didn't make a
Some
lot of
people,
sense to me, though.
it didn't make a lot of sense for people to pick the Dolphins either, but they did. What the hell are
Well,
y'all
on
talking
paper, y'all
about?
okay. On paper, y'all looked
Some
phenomenal.
people picked the Buffalo Bills.
On paper, y'all
I picked
looked
the Bills.
great. Y'all looked great on
There
paper.
were reasons to pick a lot of teams, but my point is, you get there. There it is. There's the playoff. Win. Make two plays, Fitzpatrick. Nah,
He
make
did. They
two
were
plays,
interceptions.
Revis. That's what I'm saying. Make a play, Revis. Earn your paycheck. Now I'm just gonna get beat down the field every game, every play.
Every play.
He got old.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut up, Rev.
Oh, but I'm a Patriot, so I'll knock the ball down this time. But I'm a Jet. I'm a Jet the second time around. I'm just gonna let the ball just go over my head. Come on, man. Paycheck. These cats, like I said, they ain't trying to be. They already got his money and his ring. Reeves ain't trying to do no more. That's why I'm
They're
actually
collecting up the
surprised.
paycheck.
That's why I'm actually surprised. I mean, I think the hunger of a team like Seattle. That's why yeah, they won and all that happened with the kicker and everything. But I give them a lot of credit because they could have folded their tent too, and they didn't. That's the point I'm making. They
Yeah,
just
but
did.
that's what I was saying with my Doug Deep comment because
Doug.
most teams that cold outside, they're folding it up when they don't have any points on the board in the fourth quarter. They're like, yeah, let's just get back on the plane because it's cold outside.
If
They're
they would
packing
have saw any other colored jersey, they would have probably gave up. But they kept seeing purple, and they knew. That's all it was. Anyway.
or
So you're
maybe they
saying
would
no, no, it's not.
come to Carolina.
No, they gonna have to play their A game to beat Carolina. I don't know why. I don't know why. These days, how do they score? Is Greg Olsen? What was his stats this year? Greg Olsen.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, Greg
That's
Olsen
what
is.
it had to be.
Pretty good.
He's the leading receiver on the team.
Man, I can't even name who are the other receivers other than Cotchery and McGinn.
That's it.
Is
No,
Funches
he
out
got some
or is
other
he still
guys. Some
playing?
other guys was handing.
Funches
Some
is
other
still
guys was handing balls to kids too. I can't think of who they
Funches
were.
is still playing, isn't he?
Who the hell is that?
The rookie. I don't know if he got
Yeah.
hurt or not. I know he was banged up earlier.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Somebody's out there, but let's see. So Pete, you said you're taking the Panthers in this one, and you're taking the Chiefs against New England.
I'll go ahead and call it upset. I'll take the Chiefs. Why not?
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
You're taking the Chiefs. So who are you taking in the Denver game?
I'm taking Denver. Antonio Brown is not playing. Game over.
Okay, so you're taking
game over. You take the best, in my opinion, the best player in football off the field. Game over.
And you're taking Arizona, or you're taking Arizona or Green Bay?
I don't even care about that game. I don't.
Okay, but
I guess we adopted Arizona as our team.
That's
so I'm
the
gonna go
point
with
we didn't
Arizona.
know we adopted.
I'm gonna go with Arizona. I like Carson Palmer. I like Carson Palmer.
Okay, all right.
Do it for Larry.
Prav, who are you taking in the game?
Do it for Larry.
I love Larry Fitzgerald. So who are you taking
I
in the game?
I don't say it quite like that, but yeah.
Okay, I said I.
Cardinals. Yes, Cardinals.
Man, y'all was calling for Larry's retirement 2 years ago.
I wasn't.
He didn't listen.
I'm glad he didn't listen.
I never called for Larry Fitzgerald's retirement.
I was like, he's done.
Hey, if I had to play with Ryan Lindley, I'd consider retiring too.
Okay, Brad, who are you taking?
Okay, we're gonna go with the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the Seahawks. No.
Don't do it.
Go with the Panthers. No Drake.
Okay.
Go with the Panthers, no Drake. Let's see. Because I do not want to see them in the Super Bowl, I'm going to have to take the Steelers without the best player. Just because.
You don't want to see Denver in the Super Bowl?
No, I don't want to see Steelers in the Super Bowl, so I'm going to try and jinx them.
Oh. Okay.
You ain't going to have to worry about it.
Good.
Okay.
All right. It works out that way, because if I'm wrong, who cares?
Okay, and then the New England game?
They are at home. But
they're at home. They're about as healthy as they've been since week 6. I might have to go with New England.
Okay, so I'm gonna take New England. I'm taking New England. I'm taking Arizona. I'm torn on this Denver-Pittsburgh thing because I need to see. I'm trying to figure out who's playing.
Big Ben's hurt. No Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I know Big Ben's hurt. But Big Ben, he'll spit on it, throw some dirt on it, and be fine. But I'm going to take Denver. I'm going to take Denver, and I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks.
You taking the Seahawks because you don't.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
You taking the Seahawks because they playing Carolina. If they were playing, you don't like Carolina.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yes,
I like the Redskins, but I took the Redskins last week. It have anything to do with it.
No, you detest. You have a hatred for living in Charlotte around these Carolina Panther fans.
I have a detest and hatred for Panther fans because they're not legitimate, real fans. I do not detest or hate the Panther team at all. I could care less if they win or lose, but since we're making a pick.
I would say 50% to 75% are about as real as you could expect.
What the hell are you talking about?
Panthers fans. I would say about 50.
That's 25% gap. You got to do better than that.
No, that's about as good as it gets.
I study stats every day. That's a big old gap. If I was
she's saying
accurate on picking the Powerball, I get at least 800 million of that 1.6.
Again, it's the same thing as I said. It's the same thing as I said when I was at Thanksgiving dinner in North Carolina, in a whole room full of Panthers fans, who 50% of them were Cowboys fans the year before.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. I believe I am being kind of generous, going with about a 25% swing there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway, that my like or dislike for the team has nothing to do with whether or not I will pick them if I think they're going to win or not. Because if I think you're good enough to win, even if I don't like you, I pick New England. I hate New England, but I think New England is going to beat Kansas City. Yeah, I think it's going. I don't think it's going to blow them out. I think it's going to be tough.
I can't believe you picked against Andy Reid. What?
I think it's going to be. I think
What?
it's going to be a tough out.
I got to go with
What?
New
I
England
think New
because of
England is
Sandy
going to
Reid. Yeah,
win. I think New England is
he's
going to
won
win.
10 games with common sense, hard-nosed, physical football. It would be very Andy Reid to completely chuck that going into New England in the weather.
What? No, it wouldn't be because he don't have no choice but to play that
Yeah,
way.
you don't really have an option.
When you
Except,
play when you line up with five
Andrew
running
Macklin
backs.
got hurt last week. Andrew Macklin got hurt last week.
But I'm
They
saying
didn't know he's
when you line up
healthy.
with a quarterback, one tight end, and four running backs, you have no choice.
Yes, but I
We're
don't.
talking about
But
wait
Jeremy
a minute.
Macklin
We are
got
talking
hurt
about
too, and
Andy Reid who threw 5 passes from the goal line
I think in order to win, that they're going to have
when
to
he was
at
in.
some
You
point
don't
run
remember
the
those
ball too.
Philadelphia days?
Man, look, like I said, we can sit here and go back and remember Mike Holmgren Cleveland days, but he did win in Seattle. I mean, he did win
Yeah, you're right. He won in Seattle.
He
In
won in
Green Bay.
Seattle.
In
Yeah,
Green
and
Bay.
Green Bay. He
But no,
won
he
both.
didn't win a Super Bowl in Seattle though.
But he
Well,
won
no,
a
he
lot
didn't
of
win the Super
games in
Bowl, but he
Seattle.
won games. He won a lot of
He
games,
won a
and he
couple
got
games
them
in
to the Super
Cleveland, but
Bowl.
he ain't worth
And he got them to
No,
the.
I
And
said
he
a
got
lot
them
in
to the Super
Seattle. He
Bowl.
didn't win a couple. He didn't win a lot in Cleveland.
He did collectively. If you
He
add up
won.
all the seasons,
But
he
if you
didn't
Won
win
a
turn
that
it
lot of
around,
games.
he did
So,
well. I put it this way: he's done better than all of his predecessors
combined.
or
touche.
successors. Excuse me, all of his successors. He's
Combined.
done better than them.
Probably said predecessors too before he got there because they had some terrible coaches
Right up to Marty
before them.
Schottenheimer.
Oh, right after good old Marty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mess.
I bet they
Well,
like
they got
that
a
Marty
new
back now.
They want that old thing back.
San Diego. If San Diego works out, San Diego and what is it?
San
San Diego and the
Diego and
Rams to
Rams.
LA.
Well, yeah. Well, they've approved the Rams. San Diego has a year to put together a planned proposal to follow them. So I don't think San Diego is moving this year.
And the Raiders,
But
the
they
Raiders
also
will
said that
back
they
that.
have to work out a deal together as well. They have to negotiate a deal just like the Giants and the Jets. So there's like not
Yeah,
only this.
that's if San Diego decides if San Diego goes, but the Rams can definitely go. Like they definitely voted, but if San Diego goes, they'd have to share the stadium, so San Diego would have to make the arrangement and agreement with the Rams.
Who
But
cares?
the Oakland backed out, which I'm excited about that because I just feel like the
No,
Raiders
they
won't
said if the Rams can't get the deal done, they said the Raiders might jump back in. They
I
said
feel like the Raiders.
they said that they jumped out because they didn't get picked. But they said if the deal doesn't get done at a certain point, they said don't be surprised that the Raiders don't jump back in. But like I said, who cares?
Whatever team it is,
And
it'll be back.
but the Raiders are closer than the Chargers and the Rams at this point for some reason. The Raiders had a pretty good season.
Yeah. So they should stay in Oakland and give the fans a winning season because I think they'll progress and be better next year.
Is Previn being selfish again? I'm about to
I
go.
don't know
How you figure that?
He's
because
just
you're
saying
looking down.
He's looking down. He's
I
still
was
looking
trying to
at
get some specifics on the Oakland backing out thing, but I didn't find it in time. This is as well. Like Pete said, the Raiders in Oakland, Raiders in LA, they both been there before. I mean,
Yeah.
the Raiders.
And they won when they were in Oakland and in LA.
That's right. So it's to Al Davis, it's all the same.
All right, so we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Revan's gonna start talking nonsense.
I'm out.
I've been talking nonsense all day.
Yes, you have. I agree. I'm out.
I'm out too.
Y'all have a good one.
Later.